I bet you think you're pretty smart, don't you? Well, prepare to have your mind blown. Today, we're diving into a peculiar paradox of the human mind, why 90% of adults fail common sense tests that kids pass with flying colors. It's not that we've gotten dumber with age. No, the culprit is far more insidious. We've learned to overthink. Common sense. It's supposed to be, well, common. But here's the thing. The more we learn, the worse we become at using it. As we grow older, we accumulate knowledge, experiences, and a tendency to analyze everything. And in doing so, we often miss the forest for the trees. When was the last time you approached a problem without immediately trying to dissect it into a million pieces? Let's start with a seemingly simple question. What word describes someone who doesn't have all 10 fingers? Now, let's up the ante. A plane crashes exactly on the US-Canada border. Where do they bury the survivors? If you're busy calculating the jurisdictional implications of cross-border incidents, you've missed the point entirely. The answer is simple. You don't bury survivors. They're alive. Consider this scenario. You enter a dark room with an oil lamp, a newspaper, some kindling, and one match. What do you light first? You light the match first. Always. Now let's paint a mental picture. Mrs. Brownie lives in an all-pink bungalow. The carpet, furniture, walls, everything is pink. What color are the stairs? It's a bungalow. There are no stairs. Here's a riddle that might make you feel a bit silly. A man gets caught in the rain with no umbrella or hat. Not a single hair on his head gets wet. How? Let's revisit our plane crash scenario with a twist. Every single person died in a plane crash. How can there be survivors? The survivors were married. They weren't single. Sometimes, the answer is simpler than we think. Here's a scenario that might make you question your sanity. You brush your teeth while sitting on the bed. You fall asleep while brushing your teeth. Where do you wake up? Now, let's talk about time. Some months have 31 days, others have 30. How many have 28? All 12 months have at least 28 days. It's not wrong. It's just not the answer you expected. Here's another scenario. A man dressed in all black is walking down the middle of the road. A black car with its headlights off almost hits him. How did the driver see him? Now let's turn up the heat. A house with rooms full of valuables catches fire. What do the police extinguish first? It's daytime, and they extinguish the fire first. Because, it's a fire. Context is key. Let's get a bit absurd. What's the biggest problem with snow boots? They melt when you bring them inside, because they're made of snow. Now, how do you put a giraffe in a fridge? Open the fridge, put in the giraffe, close the fridge. It's that simple. But I bet your adult brain was busy calculating giraffe to fridge size ratios or contemplating the ethics of giraffe refrigeration. Sometimes overthinking can make us miss the obvious and the fun. Building on our giraffe scenario, how do you put an elephant in the fridge? The correct answer is open the fridge, take out the giraffe, put in the elephant, close the fridge. This riddle tests your ability to use information from previous questions. Now imagine Noah builds an ark and invites all the animals. Which animal doesn't come? The elephant, of course. It's still in the fridge. For our final brain teaser, you need to cross a crocodile-infested river. How do you get across safely? The answer? Just swim across. The crocodiles are all on Noah's Ark, remember? So, how many of these did you get right? Don't worry if you didn't score well, you're in good company with 90% of adults. The point isn't to feel bad about overthinking, but to recognize when we're doing it. Sometimes the key to solving problems isn't more knowledge, but the ability to see things simply. In a world that's growing ever more complex, perhaps we could all benefit from thinking a little more like children sometimes. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the paradoxes of common sense. If you enjoyed this mind-bending experience, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating explorations of how our brains work, or sometimes don't work.